Hello, and welcome to my new book corner. I've rearranged a few things in my room, and I'm trying a new spot on the recommendation of a friend. So, today's video is all the books that I've read thus far. Now, if you saw my last video, you might discover I pretty much am still in the middle of all those books, which is funny and ironic, and also kind of sad, but it is what it is. I love to start books. Finishing, whole nother thing. So, okay, now in no particular order, because as I was getting set up, these kept falling everywhere, and I put them back however they fell, which is chaotic. But okay, book number one, but you know. The 6 Types of Working Genius. So I went on a business trip, and I picked this book up at the airport, and it actually is pretty good. So, by Patrick Lencioni. So, in a 1-sentence review, it's just about basically in an organization figuring out what types of people work best in certain types of situations within the business, if that makes sense. So there's basically 6 types of geniuses that someone gets energy from and passion from, and they do really well, and so you want to put those people in those positions. So that's what that's about. I thought it was quite good. Islamophilia by Douglas Murray. Very short read, very right on the nose, right on the dot. But I like a good, opinionated, I won't be bullied, I know what's happening with my own eyes, I can see it kind of writing. So this gave me that. And basically it's all the ways that the Western world is embracing Islam to a point where they don't do it with other religions. In fact, the other religions they poop on, versus Islam, you can't even criticize it because, because of things that have happened, people getting death threats, and it's like basically us fearing to criticize or even talk about Islam because of the fear it's actually doing more damage. So that's what that is. Okay, next. This is actually my most recent read. We have The Coddling of the American Mind by Greg Lukianoff and Jonathan Haidt. I thought it was pretty good. Actually, I have a lot of marks. I listened to the audio version and then kind of like read along with it. I gave it 4 stars. I would have given it 5, but there's a few things that they kind of fell into, like a liberal trap. It's fine, we all have our biases, whatever, they're more left-leaning, so I don't know, but overall it was really good. Basically it's about kind of what's happening with our younger generations and how we because I'm a millennial, but we and iGen and Gen Z, whatever, all these younger generations are being so protected that it's actually not serving us, not serving them at all. In fact, it's making the world worse, to the point where, we're so sensitive that we just need protection all the time, and it's not doing us anything. We're not growing up. We're not getting a real sense of like how to function in the world and embrace it in a way to where we're not scared of every single thing around us. So I thought it was really good. The Wide Window, a series of unfortunate events. I'm working my way through this. I'm not on a timeline or anything, but it's just a middle grade book. I don't know if it needs much of an explanation. But yeah, so moving on. The Last Wish by Andrzej Spakowski. Move around here a little. So this is just a whole bunch of like short stories within a novel. I enjoyed it. It's very, very classic fantasy and a very good introduction to The Witcher. And I found myself kind of, because I've already seen the Netflix, I could kind of, as I was reading, I was picturing the TV show, which I thought was very helpful. Because some things aren't so explained, so you're kind of like, if I had to read that on my own, I'm not sure I would have completely been able to envision it, but yeah, it's good. While Time Remains, a North Korean defector's search for freedom in America by Yeonmi Park. I don't think I said that correctly. Fantastic book. I think I gave it 5 stars. But I haven't even read her first memoir. I don't know why. But this was really good, and I would highly recommend. It's also very scary. The way she parallels happening in North Korea. I don't know, I'm smiling. But the parallels between a more communist dictatorship and kind of what's happening socially, culturally in America today. I did not enjoy reading those parts, but very necessary. One of my favorite books so far, Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. Again, I listened to the audiobook and then read along and marked everything. Just a very nice, how do I put it? Kind of overview of what Christianity is, and kind of just explores it in a very neutral way. And I say neutral meaning because there's different denominations of Christianity. It kind of is what is the whole of what every denomination shares. So I thought that was really good. Oh, and this is actually probably my favorite read so far, but The Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. This is, so the revision is by Alan Vermeil, a readable modern day version, and I really enjoyed it. I have some markings in there, but I've never read really an allegory before, and I was like captivated by this book. But it's basically just about a guy who goes on a journey, kind of a sanctification to Christ, to God. And I really liked how kind of like all the negative aspects of humanity were showcased in this book, and like the things that we humans come up against in the world and how it's like personified in the allegory. I really enjoyed it. But everyone thinks it's propaganda. I assure you it's not. It's actually really good. So, okay, C.S. Lewis on writing and writers. This was okay. Not quite what I was expecting. But for what it's worth, it was a quick and easy read. Okay. Free Will by Sam Harris. I had a lot of opinions when I read this. I'm very shocked that he would even try to defend a murderer. Like there is no justification for trying to defend someone based on how they grew up. You know, like we all have a choice. We can all make a choice to do something or not to do something. There's a difference if you're like insane, you know, if you're just like medically insane, then all right, you need to have like a treatment plan, probably not thrown in prison. But yeah, there's no justification for so sad, this person and their story, they should be forgiven. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no on that. You know. Okay. The Confession of St. Patrick by St. Patrick. This is actually my very first read, I think, of the year. I don't know. Really enjoyable. It's just a super quick read about St. Patrick. We all celebrate him, St. Patrick's Day. But it was kind of, I think there's two things in here. There's a letter, and there's kind of what his life has been like. What do you call that? Like, he wrote his own kind of memoir, but in a very, not very detailed way, but in a more, with more, what do I want to say? Just in a more religious context there. So I thought it was quite good. As you can see, I kind of am liking the religious texts, though the ones that I've been picking, I haven't read them all, so exploring the subject currently. Okay, and then The 7 Secrets to Becoming a Wealthy Contractor by Brian. Oh, that's a long name. Last name. Yeah, so this was a very quick read, and I thought it was, good. Nice little introduction to, like, into the business sphere, because I'm trying to explore that as well. But I didn't want to, like, go right into, like, hardcore nonfiction. I wanted to start with something easy, dip my toe in the water. Okay, I think that's all the books that I've read so far this year. Like I said, I'm in the middle of quite a few. I'm still working on Powers and Thrones. I'm like 200 pages in or something. I'm almost done with The Double. I'm in the middle of The Brothers Karamazov, and I've started recently The Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah. And then there are a whole bunch of other books behind me on the floor that's on my TBR, and some that I'm also in the middle of. Okay. Well, that's it. I think I'm going to do a reading vlog next. I said that last time, didn't I? I have some of the footage from the last time that I said I would do this, but I just haven't done anything with it. But now that I've done my makeup today, I feel like I have to do something. Have to. I can't put this to waste. No. But yeah. So. Oh, and I cut my hair. So. Okay. That's it. Thank you for bearing with me through this. That's all I read. And I will see you in the next one. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your family. And have a really, really good day. Bye!